Okay, another day. Let's see, let's add more player stats. You know, like hit points and all that. We got the health right now. Take a look at that. So we've got our health. So, also at some point, I don't like the space here. That's because I'm doing it like 3. We need to change that to where it's more dynamic, depending on how many digits there are. That's what we need. Or we could put leading zeros. All right, whatever. Let's go. Where am I at? Let's do a Alt Shift Tab. Go backwards. Okay, so if we're gonna add stuff, it's gonna be on the player. Let's do what do we need? Player hit points, player HP. Let's just do hit points. Why am I doing the? Why am I initializing these here? Is that just something I was quickly doing? Let's see. Where's our player initialization? We need to fix that. Yeah, we're already doing it right here. So let's drop this. See if everything still works. You always want to make small tests, make small changes and test. Where are we at? Work, C, because it's mostly C. You want to use a CPP compiler, even if you're doing C. That way, because there's a lot of bits of little C++ that you really want to use. So do that. Or don't. I don't know. Okay, what am I doing? Caverns. Uh, Definitely do a build script. Man, that comes in so handy. Uh-oh. Dogs hear the vacuum. I'm in a hotel room. So we did that. Okay, let's go test this, make sure it's not broke. Okay, well, you can still see that. Wow, that's a big open space. Look at that. Man. At some point we need to slow this down too. Make it like one step at a time. Bink, bink, bink. Because otherwise you just blast through everything. Also, we need to take that auto restart out. Maybe not. You died. And then it starts over. Okay, okay. We get it. Okay, so that's working. Let's put our hit points down there. Where is the info, draw info, or whatever? Actually, I'm put section. So blah blah blah. We don't need that. Miscellaneous. See, here's a place where we could refactor this to C++, so we don't have to do this, because we could just set equals 0. You know, just set the whole array. We'll have to come back and do that. Make a note. see. Okay. All right, where's it at? Clear info, write info. Here it is here. So update info first line. So the 3 digits there. We got the space here too. We should probably take that space out. You know? That would help. That way it doesn't look as bad. Also, it starts one character into that line. We may end up backing that out. Not a big deal at the moment. Okay, so we got this. What else are we doing here? Why do we have a new line? Let me test this real quick. You'd think it wouldn't be a new line since we're writing into a buffer. I wouldn't think we would need that. I might have been trying to like terminate a string or something and just used the wrong thing. I'm not sure. All right, what am I doing? Oh, we need to go over here. When I'm practicing, I gotta just run the program from the console. But you don't want to lose control. If I ran caverns from the console over here in the terminal, then I would lose control of this terminal because it would still be reading the keys and everything. And then when you come back, you got all these, characters and stuff. Here, I'll show you. Instead of doing that, we already did that, right? What is it, caverns? Or did I call it main? Yeah, see, when you do this, you have to set your window to the 120 by 32. So I'd have to move it out, go into properties, blah blah blah. So it's a lot easier just to, and see now the quit command goes there. That's why we want to. That's why I keep this one open over here, so I can just run it from there in a new window. That way I ain't gonna mess around with anything else. And it opens up, the right dimensions. Okay, so we got that right there. Yeah, we didn't need any of that. Definitely at some point have to slow this sucker down. I need food. Give me food. Yay. I ate, man. Yay. We need to put treasure in here. Okay. Enough playing around. Let's do. All right, so info. So we just need this one line. We can do everything here. We just need to add to our little thingy here. So if we do this and then do like HP, I wonder if that'd be confusing. Does H, people might think, what does it mean or something? Or maybe we'll put a hotkey in there for like help. I don't know, some kind of help or something. Anyway, so we have this hit points. For now, let's do the 3D, 3 spaces. So that's another 4. So it'd be 4, 5. So I think this is going to be 12. Well, no, you won't need the terminating string on this. 1, 2, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think 13. Let's do 12 and see. No, pretty sure it's 13. Let's do that. All right, let's, oh, duh. Health points, and this would be what? Health points, what? Oh, it's right here. Okay. Hold the phone, man. Let's see, integer. This will be hit points. Man, my allergies are bad. It's almost like I got this dry cough thing that you feel like you got a cough, but it's really not doing much. Uh, okay, hit points there, and then we need to call this. Did we initialize this? I know we put it on the globals. We did not. So our hit points, it's going to be P hit points. So we're going to start off at 10. Let's change our health back up. We don't need that low mark again. What did we have it at before? 50? 100? I don't know what would be good. Let's do 50. Okay, initialize by blah blah, hit points. Okay. So let's do that. That. What I do? Update info first line function does not take one. Oh, that's what I forgot. 467. There we go. Yay. Okay, we got 50 health and 10 hit points. Yay. See that? See the diagonal we can't see. Got to do the radius. I did the design video on that. I got to remember to make it flexible so we can increase or decrease radius. I think people probably thought that I was going to hard code it just for, the 3. That's just the general idea. You got to make it flexible. Okay. So that, wow, a lot of open space. Good gravy. Look at that. Now remember, it'd be a lot better once it's slowed down. Oh, I ate food too. Hey, I didn't get much food on that. I got ripped off. Okay, enough playing around. What else do we need? We need, should we put armor class in there? Because that's how, resilient, your defense is against attacks. So probably need that. Let's do that. Really don't need ints. They're never gonna get that big. Let's see, player armor class. All this D&D nomenclature. let's go. Where's my initialized player? Where are you? Okay, so we're gonna go with class equals. We'll start off at. This is gonna be bad because the lower it is, the worse it is. I think. Oh man, we should start off at like, because you need to be able to like find stuff, you know. But you know what? Hmm. I don't think we should call it that. I don't like this idea of armor. It's not like you're gonna, walking around clanking around with, some metal suit on. So, plus I don't want any kind of association with, clanking metal suits. So let's just put player defense. Yeah, let's do that. That way we can associate like spells to it and stuff like. I mean, you still could with armor class, but I don't. I just don't like that word armor. Let's do defense equals. Let's start off with like 1. Let's just do it 1. You have basically no defense. Basically your clothes. uh, Maybe later we'll put like you can learn jujitsu or something. You could be a MMA fighter. One of the classes. Okay. Uh, P defense is what it's gonna be. I just had another idea. So we have health, but why do we need health and hit points? Because the hit points would be okay. That would represent your defense against an attack. Hit points. Do we even need both? Honestly, um, because I'm thinking it's more of a like a monster attacks you, it has to, like if you had 8 hit points and it attacks you and say it rolls a 4, then it's not above your hit points, so it, misses or something like that. I can see that. I guess we can use it like that. I think we will. But is there something where it's more descriptive? Because defense kind of sums that up too. Or should it be reversed? Now I don't know. I think I've talked so much that I confuse myself now. So let me start over. We have health. When it hits 0, you're done with. After 10 steps, it reduces by 1. You can eat food to increase it. I think if a monster attacks you, it should also do damage on that, on your health. So that should represent just your health. That's it. So then your defense should represent your resilience against attack. That's your defense. And then we should have an offense where when you attack, so instead of hit points, I don't like that. Let's change that out to offense. um, we'll say monster versus monsters defense score. And then this would be the reverse of that. Oops. Okay, let's write it against monsters attack versus monsters attack score. Okay. I think that sums it up a little better. So offense and defense. And basically, you don't have anything when we start. Um, so hit points is going to be offense. Then we have to be defense. Let's start this at 1. Everything's a 1 until you grow the character. So then we have to go back down here. What was that? Where was that? Info first line here. So hit points. This will be offense. Offense. Defense. Let's go put that in. Let's go find it. There, hit points. And that way we also get to change the lettering here. So 3, 6, 9, 10 for the terminating string. So 10, I don't know. We don't need a terminating string. We never need that. It's always put at the end anyway, right before we write to the buffer. So let's see, 2, 4, 6 for the letters and colons. 3, 6, 9. So that's 15, 16, 17. Let's go with 17 here. Oh, I forgot. Don't want to do that. So we do have, yeah, that's definitely wrong. See how it cut off? That does not look good. Plus, I cut it off too. Did I account for the 3? Let's change that. Yeah, man, I don't like that spacing. It's bugging me. I mean, we can hack it up real quick. Probably should. Do the simplest thing possible and grow your complexity. Um, I think what we may have to do is use separate lines. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, let's see. Let me do an experiment here real quick. So let's do, what would it be, character? This is where a lambda would come in handy. Do I want to go off on this? It's going to be based on decision. Let's just do a ternary for now. And then we may come back and refactor. Let's do that. So let's see. Health points is less than 10. And do this. This is going to be nasty looking. Let's do that there. Let's just do this whole thing here. That. Else we're going to do another. We're going to nest these stupid things. This is going to be so ugly. Oh my god. This is going to be bad. Okay. Let's do this. And let's just do our health. There. We're not going to do these. Don't need that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What do we need here? Originally we had like 7, didn't we? But if this is less than 10, we only have 1 digit. So we have the H, 1, 2, and then 3. So this would actually be just the D. So 1, 2, what, 3? Or would it be 4? I mean, it is drawing the string, right? 1, 2, 3. Okay, whatever. Let's do that. Else, let's do another one here. Health points is less than 100. This one will go there. We have this. You do not want to get distracted right in the middle of this. This is that point where your manager comes around, wants to talk real quick or some crap. Then you come back, it's like you mess it all up, can't remember what you was doing. Okay, do that. So this is let's do 4 on that. Because that'll be, at this point, it'll be 2. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do that. I'm pretty sure you got to add another one. Otherwise, we do another nest. uh, What's that? 1,000. So we need another one. This is where we do this. This is where to be 3. So at that point, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm pretty sure I'm supposed to be adding something there. Oh well, we'll test it anyway. Okay, and then if not, I'm tempted just to put the 6 on this. I think I will. We need to make it unsigned. Well, no, I mean, it's just me playing, so. If other people were involved in the code, you might want to make these things, uh, more, what's the word for it? Precise, unsigned, so nobody could put a negative in there. Because you never know how anybody's going to program, they might be adding negatives and stuff like that, and eventually it goes back down below 0. I don't know. I think we'll, nah. All right, so at this point, we're going to go with 4 on this, and that maxed it out. So we got to remember to change this at some point. We got to see if it ever goes past that. I don't know. I mean, famous last words, it'll never get bigger than, 99,000 or something. Who knows? Famous last words. All right, let's do that. Do this. See if our thing's even working here. Oh, bat. Okay, where's our... What did I use? Oh. There we go. There's your copy and paste errors. It doesn't mean you quit doing it, but... now I'm missing that. Okay, where's that one at? 429. Oh, at the very end. What did I do? All right, where are we at? Yay. We have no space there. But we lopped off the 0, so 1, 2, 3, 4. So we do need to add that last one. Because that one should have went to 4 digits. Oh, it's probably doing like a less than or something. Somewhere in the algorithm, you know, the SN printf. Because it looks like it's, we got it set to 50. So it looks like it's hitting this one, less than 100. Let's set it to like 8 or something. See if it hits that first one. Alright, where's our thing at? Where's our initialization? Right here. So let's change that to like 5. There we go. Or something else. Let's change it to 2. 1. There we go. Let's go here. That. Yeah, so it's not doing it. So we definitely need that +1 on there. Let's change it back. Start 50. This will be 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 2, 5, 6. That one. 7 on this. Oh, wait a minute. So if that's less than 1,000, so once it hits 1,000, it'll be 999. Otherwise, it goes over. Never mind. Honestly, to be more readable, you really need to put these in ifs instead of trying to be cute with it. Let's see. So we got our 50. All right, where are you? Good gosh. Okay, line 224. Just got to run through our tests. Okay, that's good. Whoops. $100. 1,000. Okay, cool. All right, one more. Let's do 10,000. Shoot, let's just add another 100,000. Nope, didn't do 100. See if it'll do 10,000. No, it's like it stopped at 1,000. So let's go. Check it out. So we have 10,000 on health. Oh, the heck heck is it? Is it up here? Okay. So less than 1,000. Oh, yeah. So 999. We knew that one worked. The 100 worked. But that one, the other one didn't. Oh. Okay, so 9. This one less than 10. So if it's 99, it would be yes. 5, 4, 5, 999 here. But greater than should hit here. So at 10,000, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, I see. Because less than 100 is 2. Less than this. It should be 3. Otherwise, it only maxes at 4. Which is in the thousands. So it'd only do 9,999. Yeah. That's why I won't do 10,000. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. All right, let's get rid of this stupid turn area. I always hated these. For some reason, people like to do this. Let's just convert this back. Actually, I'm just going to switch on it. Let's do a big switch. I always liked switches. Switch. But you can't put the expression in it, can you? Like less than, greater than? I don't know. I don't think you can. Because it requires the left and right operands. Yeah, I don't think you can't just put an expression in there. I think it's got to be a constant. Yeah, we'll try it out later. Let's do if less than 10. There we go. Do this. Oh, come on, man. What do we got? We're missing the S. So there we go there. That crap. Now we need our semicolons again. This comes in handy with what was that problem? The coin change thing, or one of those late code problems. I did a video on that. Just an easy way of doing it. You know, the denominations of the change, and how many coins of each you would have, all that. Because you want to start with the quarters, you know. If you had 80 cents, what's, you know, the optimal change you would put back? You'd want 3/4 and a nickel, not 80 pennies, you know. What am I doing? Isn't printf 7. Okay, that handles the 9999. Else, we're just going to go with that. I think I already had that selected. Set to 8. 5. So that should go to what? 99,999? Oh, wait. Let's go up here. $10,000. So we got our 10,000 now. I like it where it doesn't have a space here. I like that a lot better. Man, we got massive amounts of health now. I didn't even need the food. All right. So at this point, let's, just to be safe, let's go ahead, because we can't show 100. I think. Let's do that. We'll go ahead and put a cap on it. Yeah. Okay, so we can only go up to 99,999. So for now, where's the part where we eat our food at? Right here. Oh, it's in all. Ah, yeah, we got to refactor that too. See all the duplicate code in the get tile at equals food, all that duplication. I got a friend. He's a professional developer. This drives him crazy. If he sees this, he automatically, that's his focus. Get it out of there. Start abstracting it. It doesn't matter what he's working on. If he sees this kind of stuff, it drives him crazy. Hi, if you're watching this, that's a shout out to you, buddy. Yeah. Uh, but this ain't the time. Okay, let's see. Yeah, I'm not gonna clamp it down right now. We're gonna change that anyway. That famous last words. We will not do this, and there'll be some kind of bug later. Okay, so we got. Oh crap! We gotta put this other ones in. Yikes! All right, so Here comes the big copy and paste. Copy that, put it down here. Okay, we're going to do this one with, what is it? Offense points. Now these won't have to get as big. What's offense points there? Okay. Oh. But let's go ahead and leave it in. Okay. Okay, now one more. Let's do another one. We should test this. It's good just to make a change and test. Yeah, that's not good. Oh, we didn't adjust the starting position. Okay. You see the error in our ways now, the complexity coming in now in order to do that, because we got to know which one we did. Oh man. Let's see. 0. Put a reminder in. Okay, so we're just going to add these. Let's set here. Do that. So we only need this one instead of copying it through all of these, because only one of these is going to be picked. So let's going to use that. Let's just do, let's just add it right now. Info plus equals stat offset there. And then we need to update our stat offset. So we ended up, oh man. We ended up having to add another line anyway. We're going to have to refactor a lot of this. This is a lot of grind work. Okay. So it should be one more than that, I think. So we'll say that. Copy that. I even need copy and paste. Offset equals 7, 8. Because remember, we added 0, so info is right where it was at 0. So we add this. So now it becomes a little bit bigger. Now we're going to add a little bit more. That's actually correct there. Same old code. Gonna be a big, probably have to be a big video on refactoring everything. Okay, 9. All right, let's do that one. That. Wow, we are running away, aren't we? Cool effect. Wonder when everything's gonna crash. Look at that, just running right through everything. This is the path variable that it's spitting out. That is called buffer overflow. We are locked up. Yay. Oh, let's see. Okay, 0 info plus blah blah blah. Okay, help it lets it blah blah blah. Okay, it does this into the buffer increment stat 0 info is 0 here. Starting at 0, it writes 4. So now we have a new beginning. Info plus equals that new. So now we're starting off there. We have our new beginning. What is our 1, 2, 3? That's at 1, 2, 3. That's at 100,000. Did we even put that in there? Is that why it overran it? It should have been here. Did we ever test? Did we test that one? 1, 2, 3, 10,000. We had 100,000. Let me see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. hold on. Because it's obviously in this here. So if I comment this out, it should work. Because we had it tested before. So we know it's somewhere in the newest code we did, or I did. You obviously wouldn't make these mistakes, but I do. Because I am a senior. Okay. So that part works. I like running around in this. Okay, enough playing. So we know that part works. It's the second part that's not working. So our offset there. What do we got on this anyway? What's our offensive points? So P offense is 1. What do we? Okay, so just 1. So it should go right into here. It should print to the buffer here. 4 characters with 2. I didn't think we would need that. We shouldn't need the terminating 0. Okay. So let's try that. See if we can just get it to run that one. No. So, okay, it's definitely somewhere in there and it locks us up. Okay. All right. um, oh, wait. I think I made a big mistake here. Go back up here. Where's that at? All right, where are you? That should be right. really don't need that line anyway. I mean, it's less than 10. That's a point. Where are you? 224, right? So P offense is 1. Oh. I don't know that that would have made a difference. I mean, it's a character pointer, and I'm adding an integer to it. Huh. Let's see. No. Plus, at some point, we would overran that anyway. I mean, it's got to be right here. I'm going to go ahead and put this in. 0. See if that does anything. I mean, it's obviously overwriting. But I thought S and printf would stop after 4 characters. So to me, it doesn't make sense to do that. It's not it. It's something else. Oh, crap. I know what it is. Ah, dang it. It's because I'm changing info. And later on, it's using info somewhere else. Dang. That's what it is. Bet you. See, I shouldn't be changing info like that. Here it doesn't do anything because info is just the same. I'm changing where it points to, and then later in the program, it never was reset. So we'd have to have like a temp variable there. That's why you'd have to have like, I could put it on each one of these, just add the offset. Like that. Well, we definitely don't want to do this. That's for sure. We'd have to put a plus here. I was trying to get away from doing that. Stat offset, so I don't need that. So it should work now. There, yeah. So that's what it was. I was changing info directly. That's called a side effect of a function. That's why in functional programming they try to stay away from that, where you're changing state. And so if you have what's called a pure function, it doesn't change any state. It just does something, and then every time you run it, it's the same result. So one of the benefits of functional programming. Maybe I should learn Haskell. Okay, so we're just gonna have to do that ugly thing. Yeah, it's not that ugly, is it? It's not that ugly. Let's just do that and get this over with. Yay. That. Where are we at? Okay, so let's go ahead and change our offset or our offensive points. Okay, that's working. Oh, wait, we still got our H, see? There's that copy and paste creeping up again. Gotta be careful with it. Copy and paste. All right, here we go. The big O. Good God, what is this, like sticky uh, tablet clicks or something? What's going on? Probably has something to do with Windows. I blame Windows. Just blame Windows for it. All right. All right, let's go ahead and do, let's put in our defense points too. Gonna get that out of the way. Copy. Whoops. Meant to hit backspace. Caps lock. All right. What the heck? Okay, we got health. Let's put in a delineation here. There we go. I need another one too. Right here. And when you know I overwrote. Should have that there. There we go. Good grief, you spend more time fixing your copy and paste than anything else. Okay, let's put a delineator there. Again. Change that to defense. Remember, we got to come back and change that O to a D. Because now we know where the tripwires are. Alright, where are you at? Oh my gosh, that drives me crazy. I think my thumb, after I click or I hit shift or something, somehow I'm like too close to the pad or something, the touch pad. Okay, So we should have that defensive points, blah, blah. Um, you know what? Well, we don't need the stat offset now. I'm going to leave it in there for now. I don't know if we need more of those stats. I don't know. Let's see. Let's go ahead and build that. So we got offensive, defensive, health. Yay. All right. Let's do one more test. One more test. So we do show all of it. Okay, cool. Wow, a lot of open space. Love it, man. Love it. All right, where's my food, man? I need food. Ah, oh, I'm less than 10,000 health. I need food. No. Okay, hey, let's put a negative in here. Let's have some fun here. Now, health. I mean, if I had a -1, shouldn't I die at the very beginning? That's an edge case. See what happens. Look at that. It's just in a loop of restarting. See that? We definitely don't want that. Come on. It's not detecting my quit. Okay. End it. Let's log that as a bug and fix it next time. Let's see. Uh, oh, it's a bug. Negative health. Restart loop. All right. That's going to do it for this one. Just going to save these changes. At all. Let's see. Added more stats. Um, found. Restart. Negative health. Okay. Good enough. Let's go. All right. Thanks for hanging out. Thanks for making it this long. Yeah. Like, share, subscribe. Appreciate it. And I will see you on the next one.